What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Detroit Lions Rebuild Series here on the Sim Gaming Network. Man, I hope you are enjoying the content I'm putting out for you. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. This is our third episode. It is called A Week of First, which we'll get to here shortly, but I just want to make sure you guys are enjoying this episode, this series and these episodes, and you like how I'm portraying the gameplay to you guys. Just give me some feedback if you like how I'm doing it, or if you'd like me to do it a different way. But anyways, I just want to thank you for clicking on the video. I just want to say I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. And if you happen to stumble across this video and you are new to the channel, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you take a look at the other content that I put out, and I hope that you feel like I deserve a subscription from you. Of course, it's free, so it does help me out, mean a lot. By the way, if you guys like this, man, like the video. I will be hoping to crank out more in this series at a faster pace. I've just been sick. If you can't tell, I'm feeling a lot better, but you can still hear it. I'm still getting better. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into Week 2, Episode 3. The Lions versus the Commanders in Detroit. A week of first, and like I stated in the last video, we're going to do this NFL game day style. So it's going to be basically, I'm going to show some highlights and kind of talk about it, really. The Lions in this one came out and really tried to utilize what they learned against the Eagles in this game. As you can see, the season stats matchup with Baker and Carson Wentz. But right off the bat, the Lions are going to get the ball first here. And we're going to see if they took what they learned in the second half of that Eagles game, even though it led to a loss. And what they figured out as far as their offense is concerned, as we can see what Baker Mayfield did last week against those Eagles. Wasn't horrible, wasn't great, didn't turn the ball over, didn't score any points either. But right out of the gate, the Lions are using what they learned against the Eagles, and they're doing a lot more play action, get Baker rolling, and just get the defense on its heels. And you can see we got a big play to the wide receiver Chark here right off the first drive, which is really going to get our offense going because we're already almost in field goal position. And a couple plays later, you can see second and short here. What are we doing? We're going ahead, we're running another play action. And when you give Baker time to throw, he's going to find the wide receiver. This time it's our rookie Jamison Williams, his first catch of the day, big play. And what we really struggled with last week was Baker was sacked 7 times. And when you give him protection to find a wide receiver, he's going to make a play. And in this scenario, he literally held on to it about as long as he could. Literally got hit as he threw. Proud of him for setting the pocket. The other thing we need to learn from last week was when we got down 3rd and goal, short, we ran play action, did not work. We learned this week, let's just run the ball. DeAndre Swift, that is his first touchdown of the season. Again, a week of first. That's not only DeAndre Swift's first touchdown on the season, it's the Detroit Lions' first touchdown on the season. And we have scored more points in our first drive in the first quarter this week than we did all of last week. So that's positive. Now the Commanders, Carson Wentz, he's going to get his opportunity to respond here. Showed that they did win last week, and he had a fairly decent game. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 266 yards passing. But early on a 3rd and 8, we learned what we struggled with defensively last week was no pressure against Jalen Hurts. He picked us apart. This week, we brought the pressure and man coverage and got home right away, forcing a 3-and-out from the Commanders. We're back at it. Very next possession. And you're giving Baker time to throw, even on 2nd and long. Spread the field out, prevent the defense from disguising their looks, and just find the open wide receiver. You got so many weapons. This led to a 3rd and 10 play here where Baker's going to do the one thing you cannot do when you're in field goal range, and that's take a sack that puts you out of field goal range. So unfortunately, we weren't able to score in that possession. Very next play, though, a couple plays later, very next possession, Wentz, he's going to go ahead and take another sack. And why is this sack so important? Because, well, it's our rookie Aiden Hutchinson's first sack of his young, hopefully illustrious career. So again, a week of first, there's another one. After the punt, we got the ball back at midfield here, 2nd and 8. and Baker's going to find Chark, who takes a catch and run off a simple route, and now we're suddenly back in business. We are back in scoring field goal range, and here's more of the misdirection. We're going to have players coming from behind the line off a play action, but Baker forces the ball and does the one thing you can't do when you're in field goal range, and that's throw a turnover or have a turnover. And he threw a bad read there, gave the Commanders the ball. 2 plays later, though, inside their own 10, Wentz is going to try and force it, but Mike Hughes steps up and gives the Lions the football right back in great field goal position. And this time, the Lions learned from their mistakes and hit Amon-Ra St. Brown on the crosser on that 3rd and 6 to set up another 1st and goal. And this is where, can we continue to learn from our mistakes last week? We had so many goal-to-goal situations and could not score. This time on 3rd and goal, nope, we're going to swing it out on Amon-Ra St. Brown on the little read option there and let him do the rest. He's so shifty. He was able to break a tackle, and that is Amon-Ra St. Brown's first touchdown of the season. That is also Baker Mayfield's first passing touchdown of the season as we continue along the trend of a week of firsts. That's why this episode is called that. And he made a nice move, and we're up 14-0 on Washington, who is still yet to get the ball moving on their offensive side due to lack of protection and a turnover right there. The very next play after we score, their very first play, fumble, setting the Lions up for another great situation. However, the Commanders' defense held up and held us to a field goal opportunity, which we were able to squeak inside the upright. But you blink, in a matter of 4 plays, it went from 7-0 to 17-0. Now defensively, we know that they're going to be pressing a little bit, and we're able to really kind of dial up pressure against the Commanders. On this little play, though, he was able to find his first big pass play to Terry McLaurin. Again, their offense is struggling to this point. They hadn't been able to get much going. We were able to just pressure them, and there's Aiden Hutchinson's second sack of his career, second sack of the game, and this one was just a fantastic move that he put on the tackle there. Just bull rushed him and just got right to Wentz, who did not have much time to throw this game. They did have an opportunity right there to move the ball, but wasn't able to get the wide receiver with his feet down. Gave us the ball in to give us the ball again. Excuse me. With another opportunity, we had a big play on the outside right there, and Baker's got the offense cooking. We're now he's moving, but then Chase Young reminds him who he is. Chase Young says, "Nope, I'm trying to keep our team in this game down 17-0. 3rd and 19, there's not much you can do, but we called a play and we got the look we wanted to, and Amon-Ra St. Brown did the rest. He beat his defender. He was in man coverage. The safety was too far over, and just like that, a 41-yard pass play sets us up in the red zone with 2 minutes to go. You love when you call a play, when you spread the defense out, you call a play and you get the look that you need for that play to be successful. Right out of 2-minute warning here, we give the ball to Jamal Williams, who just does this thing and runs it 16 yards down to the 4. And here we go, another goal-to-goal situation. We had so many of them against Philadelphia and came away with no touchdowns. This time we were the exact same play with a different formation to a Jamison Williams, and it works again. His first touchdown of his career and his first touchdown on the season. Again, a week of firsts for the Detroit Lions. And now we're opening up what would feel like an insurmountable lead, 24-0, with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Our offense has been lights out. Our defense has been giving us opportunities with the 2 turnovers to score. And after we force another punt from the Commanders, Baker gets the ball back again and does what you can't do with the clock running down in the half. Is he gives the ball back on a turnover, which would allow them to score some points to get some momentum, and they do get the ball to start the third quarter. We were able to hold him to a 60-yard field goal attempt, which Sly does barely make a 60-yard field goal. So going into halftime, it is 24-3. We do have a strong lead. Let's see how we are able to adjust in the second half. So first First drive possession for the Commanders coming out of halftime. They have it on 2nd and 1, and they give it to Antonio Gibson, who gets a great run. And at this point, you wonder, are they going to get their offense going? Are they going to get their offense going maybe and start putting up some points? We were able to hold them to having to punt just a few plays later. It's where you get Baker moving on a rollout again. Those play action plays, we were able to stay ahead of the chains on the run, which made the play action very effective. And this led to a very long field goal attempt, a 58-yarder, and we had not quite enough distance. We left it just a little short on the 58-yarder. Was accurate, just a little short. Now we're going to give the Commanders back the football with great field position at almost the 50-yard line. But Wentz does what he does, and he threw another pick to Mike Hughes. That's his second interception of the game. His first, of course, was his first interception. We missed that on the week of first. But what do you do after a turnover when you got good field position? You take a shot. So we're going to go play action here. We got the look we wanted. Chark ran an absolute beautiful route, burned his defender, made a play on the ball. Touchdown Lions. Great deep ball, and especially when we actually underthrew it a little bit. He actually outran the football, but he was able to make a play because the defender was so far behind. He wasn't able to make a play on the ball. He was just trying to catch up. But just an absolute great play call, great route, great throw, even though it was a little behind, and great catch and effort from Chark to snag it out of the air before the defender could do anything. Lions are now up 31-3, and that was DJ Chark's first touchdown of the year as well. After another forced punt, Baker's going to roll out, this time to his left. He's going to have time to throw. He's going to find a big play to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions offense really took a lot from what they learned against the Eagles and put it to use with a lot of misdirection, a lot of fakes, a lot of confusing the defense so you could see what they were running. So you couldn't get those exotic looks, as we got another big run from Jamal Williams there to set us up on another goal-to-goal situation. And this time we learned again, slant route to Jamison Williams, throw it up high. He's a big wide receiver. Let him go get it. Touchdown number 2 for Jamison Williams. And the Lions are rolling 38-3 over the Washington Commanders as we get ready to head into the fourth quarter. What you call an absolute ass-kicking. Start of the fourth quarter here. Commanders, we don't have a lot of offensive highlights to show you, but we will show you this one because on this 3rd and 4, Wentz took it and ran it up, and they didn't have a lot of plays, but they did get their offense going here in the fourth quarter. They were able to drive down and get all the way down inside our red zone for the first time today, and they actually get the ball all the way down, all the way to the 1 on this nice catch and run of Curtis Samuel. And the very next play, the Commanders are able to finally score a touchdown, and they hand it off to their fullback, cutting the lead to 38-10. We went ahead and put in Gardner Minshew up 30-10 with half the fourth quarter gone, and we decided to let him just run a little play-action pass, and he finds Chark, but we weren't expecting was a great block from Jamison Williams to spring Chark free for a 65-yard catch and run. We weren't trying to run up to score. We were just trying to run a little play and let Minshew at least throw the ball on a little short design route. But that block sprung Chark open, and he was able to get a huge play, which set us up for another opportunity to be goal-to-goal yet again. And on this play, we go ahead and we talked about it several times already. Confusion, misdirection. We're going to fake it to our fullback, and we are going to pitch the ball to Jamal Williams, who's able to beat the defender to the outside and get into the end zone for his first touchdown of the year. That is Jamal Williams' first touchdown, DeAndre Swift's first touchdown, DJ Chark, Jamison Williams, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, plus Baker Mayfield, all scored their first touchdowns of the year. Aiden Hutchinson got his first sack. Mike Hughes got his first interception. And now, after a nice punt from the Commanders, putting us back inside the 4, the Lions are just trying to run the ball, burn some clock. Swift makes a great move, and the rest is history. He is gone. 96 yards to the house. When you're just trying to run the football out, that is Swift's second touchdown of the day. That puts him over 100 yards on the ground for his first time all season. Of course, it's only week 2, but that is his first 100-yard rushing game. That is the longest rushing touchdown of his career as well. And that's going to put the Lions over 50 points for the first time in over a decade. Again, week of first, ladies and gentlemen. The Lions absolutely came to play. A couple plays later, the Commanders are down. Again, in scoring position. Wentz is going to throw it up. He has a play to get another touchdown, but we make a play on the ball. It's going to set them up with a field goal opportunity, which they make, which is going to give us a score of 52-13. The Lions get the ball, and we run the clock out at this point, ending what is just a miserable game for the Washington Commanders, and is what a dream game day scenario for the Detroit Lions. If you're on that offense, if you were a fan of that stadium, if you're a fan watching it now, this was a dream scenario after what happened to us last week. So we are back to 1-1, and we are on to Minnesota. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and hopefully you guys stay tuned to the next video. Peace.